the story will develop, particularly with January just around the corner.
Yeah.
There were a few standout performers in all levels of British football over the last 7 days, particularly this weekend. So we've picked out some performers. I know Daryl Horgan was back on the score sheet for Hibs, which was great for him. Hopefully he can kick on from there. He only came on as a sub.
Yeah.
Enda Stevens was strong. Callum Robinson also got an assist after coming on the bench for Sheffield United. But David McGoldrick was the standout performer in that game.
Yeah, in that game I think McGoldrick was great. He just continues to get better and better with each game that I see of him, really. Just his work rate is incredible. The little things that he does. I mean, we saw for the run for Mousse's goal, John Fleck picked up the ball and McGoldrick darted out to the left, brought McQuire with him, and then that let the space through for Mousse. His finish was fantastic, but that goal doesn't happen without the movement of Dave McGoldrick.
That's what's important with McGoldrick, or McGoldrick, some people are saying to him, right?
Hard.
I think that's unfair.
Extremely hard.
Because he adds so much more than just goals. So I think the ratings across the board were an average of 7s or 8s out of 10 against Manchester United.
Yeah, that's a massive game, and he was probably unlucky not to find the net. De Gea made a great save, but it's not. I think it goes beyond that now for McGoldrick, and especially in a system like that when you've got guys like John Lundstrom, John Fleck, midfielders find the net, they have centre backs that overlap, they find the net too. So I'd say you could probably argue it'd be an issue if other players weren't scoring as well. But McGoldrick's not in that team to score 20 goals a season.
No.
He's in that team to create space for the likes of Mousse, for the likes of even Norwood coming through the midfield, for them to find the net. So yeah, all in all, I thought he was great.
Speaking of goal scoring Ireland internationals, Ronan Curtis was at the double for Pompey against Rochdale. So Rochdale are managed by Brian Barry Murphy, son of Jimmy Barry Murphy, and they had a centre back pairing of Jimmy Keohane, ex Cork City, and Owen O'Connell, whose brother Andy is ex Cork City. Owen was with Celtic for a number of years.
Yeah.
So Ronan Curtis, 2 goals. He had been struggling for form. I know the fans were on his back. But is he somebody we could see being in Ireland squads under Stephen Kenny?
Under Stephen Kenny potentially, because I mean last season I think he showed that he has got the potential to be a really strong player. He's still only like 23. Actually, he is 23. So he hasn't had the start in terms of goals and assists that he would have liked, perhaps compared to the start of last season. But there's still development there. Portsmouth are building themselves back up a little bit. They had a really poor start to the season, but they're building themselves up a little bit, and Curtis is building himself up too. So I think Curtis does probably have the potential. I think he probably would have to move up a level, whether that be with Portsmouth or whether that be with another championship club, I'm not so sure. But yeah, I think Curtis has the potential to be
positive
a
weekend
squad player. Yeah.
And the third player who performed admirably,
yes.
You'll be happy to know, was James McLean, who seems to have hit a bit of form. I know we've been vocal in our criticism of him. We still think we were correct in saying that he wasn't playing to his ability, but he seems to have turned the corner. Stoke in a relegation dogfight against one of his older clubs, Wigan. McLean got man of the match. So my question is it a case of a good manager coming in and knowing how to, I suppose, use what strengths do exist with McLean, because Michael O'Neill has taken over and it's had an immediate impact on his club form?
Yeah, credit where it's due for McLean. He had a great game. Some of the stats: 3 key passes, 4 tackles won, 14 duels won. He won the man of the match, as you said. I think in terms of Michael O'Neill, I think he'd be brilliant for McLean. I think just to start off, just playing him in his right position is a good start. Like, he's not a left back. I don't know what Nathan Jones was thinking trying that out, and that's not really a knock on McLean because that's not his position. But I think O'Neill spoke about simplicity and bringing simplicity to his game, which is, when you boil it down, that's what McLean is good at, the simple things really. And I mean, if he continues to play like that, because as you said, we know he's going to start in March, and if he continues to play like that and he's in that kind of form, he's helping Stoke up the table, then maybe his start would be welcomed in that game.
Must be tough to say that.
Listen.
So we've got a decision to make. Our 3 contenders are David McGoldrick, who was excellent for Sheffield United. We've got Ronan Curtis, who scored 2 goals for Portsmouth. We've got James McLean, who was man of the match. You've given him a lot of credit, but I believe he doesn't take the award.
Yeah, again, this is not a knock on McLean. This is more so.
Looks like one.
I know, it seems like it. We're going to get it in the comments now. But for me, it has to be McGoldrick, just in the sense that it was such a big game and he contributed so much without scoring or assisting again. I think McGoldrick has to really take it. It was close though, to be fair, because Curtis also had a great game.
But the foundation of your argument lies on the level they're playing at. So
certainly.
2 goals for Portsmouth is slightly less than a man of the match for Stoke, which is considerably less than
against,
a near man of the match
against Manchester United
in the Premier League.
Sunday, cameras on. It's a huge game, really, it is. And McGoldrick was fantastic, ran his socks off, brilliant touches, brought everyone into the game. And so McGoldrick is this week's player of the week, I suppose.
Thanks very much for listening to Greenlight. Another busy 7 days ahead, so we'll be covering all the Irish action as it happens, and maybe James McClean might win the award someday.
He will.
Thanks for listening.